Bravestar, Ironheart, Mr. Freedom, Momotaro, and Nudie. Let's get into it. Today, I thought I'd try out something new, because quite often I get questions about the pieces I'm wearing in the videos, so I thought I'd just start things off with a little fit check. From the feet up, I've got a pair of Birkenstock Bostons. They're just my house shoes. Then I have got, this is for the British guys, I've got a pair of Marks & Spencer's wool socks. They're good, they're cozy. On the legs, I have my Stonewashed 316s. That's the CT100X, I think. T-shirt is a white t-shirt from Selvedge. Then I've got my Denim 1920 baseball shirt, Portland. Glasses from Mason Tate. On the wrist, I have my... You know what, I'm going to stop calling it a Rolex, because that's not fair. It's a Homage Rolex, a Rolex. That doesn't sound any better. Anyway, my Steinhardt Ocean 1 Vintage, I think it's called. It's a great watch, really. It's like been on my wrist for 7-8 years and it's not missed a beat. Actually, it's missed many beats because I'm not very kind to it. On the fingers, I've got something new here actually. Starting off with the old stuff. So I've got 2 rings from Fine Light Trading. I've got my signet ring from 877 Workshop. And then I have got a new ring that my girlfriend gave me for my 40th. It's from It's from a Portuguese brand called Casa Nu, I think. I should check that. It's going to be here. Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful piece. They do incredible jewellery and other bits and pieces. Worth checking out, definitely. And baby, thank you very much. I love this. What else? Nothing else. Well, underwear, also from Marks & Spencer's. I don't know. I stick to what I know with the underjohns. Right, this was going to be the 10 denim brands that every man should really know. But I've been getting a lot of hate recently for the long videos. Like really nasty stuff, like it hurt my feelings. Yeah, so this is my attempt at a shorter video. If you want to know the other 5, just let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. Okay, so this kind of got started when I did another video a while back. I'd come across a Grailed article that was like the 18 best denim brands that every man should know. And I was curious, like, should every man really know them? And yeah, it turns out, kinda. There was some gold in there, but there was also some brands in there that I don't really, well, that confused me, and I don't really consider denim brands, but it was a fun one to make. What was really fun was seeing your comments, because I was curious about the brands that you pick as like your, maybe not your top 18, but top 5, top 10. And what was interesting was that I'd never, I mean, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I'd never really had an overview about how many amazing denim brands there are out there. And so seeing it all sort of rolling down the comments section reminded me of some. It's like, oh, I knew this, I'd forgotten about this one. I've never even heard of that one. I mean, I literally went through the entire comment section and went a little bit overly geeky. There's 72 brands mentioned. I made a spreadsheet. Hold on, I'm just gonna flash all of these brands up right here. You can pause the video and have a look through. Okay, back? Good. Right, so after I'd gone through all the comment section and collected all the brands, I went back through the whole comment section. At least I hope I collected all the brands. Might have missed some. There was a lot of comments. Anyway, once I'd done that, went back through the comment section and then counted how many times each individual brand was mentioned. And halfway through this process, I did pause and reflect that I might need to find a hobby. However, I persevered, and now we have a definitive list to a reasonable degree of accuracy of the, well, I did do the top 10, but of the top 5 to 10 denim brands according to you guys. Actually, top 10 is maybe not the right way to put it because, okay, maybe not all, but most of these brands are amazing. But these are the top 10, top 5 that you guys mentioned. So I'm going to call this 5 out of the 10 denim brands that every guy should know. Right, in alphabetical order because that just seems fair. Bravestar. Now this is one that just comes up again and again in the comment section. And it's the one brand on this list that I have actually never ever had my hands on a pair. But I hear good things, people seem to love them, and the price is incredible. I believe they're around about $100, and for that you get Selvedge denim, which I believe some of the denim is from Co-Mills. You get them made in the US, you get US made hardware, you get a leather patch from US made leather. It's pretty impressive. They also have a pretty decent range of fits as well. I have heard that they're not for all body types, but since I've never actually seen a pair, I can't really speak to that myself. Now, I think that they are only direct consumer, meaning that they only sell through their own web shop or through their own store. I think they've got a store in LA. That means that there's no wholesale markup. That middleman that everybody's talking about, he's cut out. And I'm guessing that's the reason why they can offer these very well-spec'd jeans for that very, very friendly price. They don't seem to ship outside the US very much, or well, they're willing to do it, but if something goes wrong, the shipping policy, or the customer policy, whatever, basically it's just like, okay, if something goes wrong, it's on you. And to be honest, that's one of the reasons why I've never actually had my hands on a pair. So to sum up, well-made jeans, amazing price, hard to get outside of the US. Ironheart. This was one that I was absolutely sure was going to be on the list, and I think, yeah, it came in at number one. Ironheart's like a little denim cult. I mean, once they get you, once they get their claws in, that's it. You're in the Ironheart army for life. So far, I've dodged the draft, but I have to say I'm wearing in my first pair at the moment, and I kind of get it. They are amazing jeans. And the denim really isn't like any other denim I've ever had. Now, the brand was started back in 2003 by Haraki-san. He'd been in the denim industry for a minute by 2003 and intimately knew his way around a pair of jeans. I think he started off as a pattern cutter for Edwin way back when, working his way up there before starting his own consultancy business where he'd like tell people how to set up factories to make jeans. Then he took all of this know-how that he'd accumulated over the years and created Ironheart, which was principally to cater for that sort of Japanese Americana biker culture. I mean, heavy denim does seem to make sense when you're on the back of a motorbike. Ironheart was doing super well in Japan, but things were about to explode. In 2006, he went into business with Giles Padmore. Giles had just been cold calling or cold writing emails to Japanese brands, wondering if they wanted to go into business with him doing the distribution for Europe. And I think it was just a pure bit of luck that Haraki-san had an intern or somebody in the office that spoke English. And he's like, okay, what's this email? Answered it, and the rest is history. Aside from some very important jeans like their classic 634 or the 666s, and just a lot more as well. Along with that, and along with some cutting edge denim. Is it cutting edge denim? Can you say that? Some industry leading denim? That also sounds weird. Some 21 and 25 ounce denim. I think they were among the first guys to do this really, really heavyweight denim. And some argue that they do it the best. Might I be one of them? I don't know, maybe. But aside from all that, I mean, okay, that's important, but aside from all of that, they also help to create and to foster and to generate certainly the online denim community, and by extension of that, just the denim community in general. And they did this by setting up the Ironheart Forum, which is very, very smart from a marketing point of view, but also allows people to get to know each other, to share information and experiences, and to bully the new people. I think that the fact that the forum is still going, I mean, in the early days when I first got into denim, forums were where you went to get all your information and to discuss these things. They've all died a death apart from the Ironheart forum. As far as I can tell, that's still going strong, which is amazing. I think that's still a very, very great resource. So to sum up Ironheart, heavy denim, heavy, heavy denim. Amazing jeans. Fostered what is now the denim community at large. Next, Mr. Freedom. This is one that I was certain was going to be mentioned, but I was very surprised at how many of you guys mentioned it. This is not me shitting in the brand in any way. Mr. Freedom's amazing. It's just very, very niche, but it's very cool that I can dive into this. Right, Mr. Freedom is pure, unadulterated Americana. Designed by a Frenchman, made by the Japanese. It's a bit strange when I say it like that, but it works, and it works very, very well. Back in 2003, Christophe Laurent, and that's me butchering French again. Anyway, Christophe set up a retail vintage showroom in LA. Christophe, originally from France, as the name would suggest, Christophe had an obsession with vintage Americana. And over the years, he just amassed a crazy, amazing collection of all these vintage garments and Americana pieces. And all of this knowledge and this passion and the eye for this aesthetic, he pours back into the Mr. Freedom brand. In 2006, he partners with Sugarcane, which is another amazing denim brand that almost made this list. So yeah, in 2006, he partners with Sugarcane, which is part of Toyo Enterprises, which also has Buzz Rickson. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. Focus, Matt. Sugarcane with Mr. Freedom makes MFSC, a collection of clothing that is designed in the US by Christophe with it's very narrative based. He gets a story in mind and he tells this story through the products. So yeah, he's designing it in the US and then it's produced in Japan. The fabrics and all of the manufacturing and everything produced in Japan. It's a match made in heaven and it's been going strong since then, since 2006. So to sum up Mr. Freedom. Actually, I read somewhere a very good way to sum up Mr. Freedom. Their garments are historically plausible. These things are not repros because they never actually existed, but they could have existed. Then very narrative based and made in Japan, I think. Maybe they make some in the US as well. I think I heard that somewhere. Momotaro. Momotaro is that Japanese brand that makes the jeans with those big, bold white stripes across the back left pocket, I think it is. Those are the going to battle stripes, and that is a nod to the samurai of the Edo period, I think. But I guess the samurai name was taken by, well, samurai. So they looked to Japanese mythology for the name, and they settled on Momotaro. The Peach Boy. This is a tale from Japanese folklore where an old childless couple come across a giant peach, and then a baby pops out. They adopt the baby because why wouldn't you? They adopt the baby and it brings them a new lease of life. And off they go on adventures and everything, I think, with the baby. That chubby little fellow with the bowl cut that you find on the patch or the logo, that's Momotaro. And he's not featured, he's referenced on the pink colour of stitching running down the inseam. Now some folk hate this. Not the chubby baby. Chubby babies are adorable. Some folk hate the pink stitching. I personally love it. The brand was started back in 2005 and is under the Japan Blue group. That includes Collect Mills, Rampuya, which I believe is the dyeing facility, and also Japan Blue Jeans. I mean, if you've got a dyeing and washing facility and a mill at your disposal, why wouldn't you make your own jeans? The jeans are fantastic. I have a pair here. Not with the Going to Battle stripes. I ended up selling my pair with the Going to Battle stripes. They were just a little bit too big, but that's actually not important, nothing to do with the brand. Anyway, the jeans, they're fantastic. They're full of really amazing, geeky, vintage details, along with some really good, fun little quirks, just like that pink thread in the inseam. And the denim's incredible. It would be. I mean, Momo's daddy is one of the best mills in the world, and its mummy is one of the best dye houses, so it's kind of to be expected. I think that they even do a hand loom collection where the denim is actually literally hand woven on an old wooden loom. But I've never seen a pair.
Here's a pair of them right here.
I've never met anyone who's seen a pair.
And if you have a look at the price, you can see the retail price there of 178,500 yen. It's almost 2,000 US dollars.
It's the denim version of the Kentucky Fried Mouse. So to sum up Momotaro, Japanese, Amazing, beautiful, quirky details with a lot of fun stitched into every pair of jeans. The offspring of a world famous mill and a world famous dye house. The brand also has a brother brand, sister brand, Japan Blue Jeans. That's more of a contemporary take on jeans, so not with all the little geeky details. What else? Just an amazing, fun, all-round brand. Right, not last, not least, but actually last, because of all you nasty guys. I'm not going to name names, but like, you know who you are, and everybody else will know who you are if you go through the comments in the Armani video. You've kept all these lovely people from knowing the 10 best denim brands. That doesn't seem fair. I'm only doing half because of you. And nobody likes you. Nah, I'm only joking. Honestly. I mean, 50 minutes is far, far, far too long for a video. And you're right, I do love myself. I mean, not too much. I think a healthy amount. You should maybe try that. And if all of you awesome, friendly folks do want to know the final 5, then just let me know in the comments below. Here's a preview. Did you catch that? No? Okay, right, don't blink. Here it is again. If you do want a rundown of those, then just leave a note in the comments below. And when you're on your way down there, you're going to be passing the like button, you're going to be passing the subscribe button. Like if you've liked this video, subscribe if you're not already, it would be awesome. So, last, for now, but certainly not least, Nudie Jeans. Nudie, and I'm pretty sure about this, Nudie more than any other brand on this list has been that gateway drug into the world of raw selvage denim for most denim heads. It's more accessible in terms of availability and price. And they were one of the key players in getting raw selvage denim into the mainstream, as much as it ever was or will be really mainstream. You'll know them by that big, bold, stitched, swooshy thing in the back of the pockets. Nudie were well ahead of the game in a lot of ways. I mean, they were founded back in 2001 by Maria Eriksson and Palle Sternberg. That makes them the oldest brand on this list. The oldest brand on this list so far. And they weren't set up to be a raw selvage denim brand. They were set up to be an ecologically friendly brand. The raw selvage denim part was just kind of a consequence of this. They set out with this goal of making all of their products with 100% organic cotton. This is something they achieved quite recently, within the last few years. It took them a long time and a lot of work. Now, this is not a reflection on Nudie in any negative way at all. It's a reflection of where the garment industry, where the clothing industry was in 2001. Now, I think that Eriksson had worked at Lee before founding Nudie, and it was that experience with working there, with working with this massive brand, that made her think differently about how a pair of jeans should be made and how they could be made. Over the years, Nudie has really set such a high, like a gold standard for not only making, or like the mission to make, and then finally achieving this mission to make all of their garments from 100% organic cotton, but also to the transparency that they've got at every level of their production, their manufacturing. Like, it's what they've achieved with this is really incredible. I mean, you can go to the Nudie website right now and you can trace each and every single piece that they make, I think, right down to the factory that manufactures it. And there's information on the factory, the conditions. They've done audits in the factory. They give very clear and detailed information on the issues that they have with the factory, and what steps that they've taken to solve these issues. And I think this is updated year by year. In an industry where there is such a massive gap between the consumer and their knowledge about manufacturing and the manufacturers, this is really amazing to see. Right, but the jeans. The jeans are good, they're solid, kind of no frills. Sometimes there's kind of weird fits. Very contemporary. Nudie holds a very special place in my heart because they were my very first project pair. Here they are, 18 months, 4 continents, no washes. Believe me when I say, when these finally went in the wash, they were nasty. Nice denim, for sure. A bit of a hard fader, but when they do finally start to fade in, you really get rewarded for your hard work. In line with their whole sustainability thing, they offer, I think it's a free repair service. And then they'll buy back your old jeans, your old worn out jeans, and I think if you store credit to buy a new pair. And then, Nudie, tell me, did I get this right, that you will repair these jeans and put them up for sale again? Now, they don't just offer like raw Selvedge denim. There are some there's some good washes and there's some kind of weird washes in there as well. Now, not for everybody, there's also some stretch in there sometimes, but you know what? Fair enough. That actually makes for a decent pair of jeans. And if it gets somebody who's used to just like, I don't know, shitty H&M jeans into a good, sustainable, 100% cotton, organic cotton with some stretch, a little bit, 90% organic cotton, whatever. If it gets them into a good pair of jeans, then it's well worth it. So, you need to sum up. Well ahead of their time. Very, very good jeans. Very accessible jeans. Very sensible jeans. Very pragmatic jeans. It's a brand that really I love. Okay, so that is 5 of the top 10. No, it's 5 of the 10 denim brands that every man should know. And it's been a pleasure. It's a fun one. It's been a while since I've just done one of these like talking head videos. And so, guys, that just leaves me to say, as always, hope everyone is happy and healthy out there. Hope you're taking care of yourselves. Hope you're taking care of each other. And I'm going to see you in the next video.